Yo, what's up, YouTube? Y'all know who it is. It's YT, back with another video. Listen, we about to talk about the job market, y'all. Y'all already know the job market been in shambles pretty much all year. We at the end of the year. And it's in the same state as before, if not worse, right? Nobody getting calls back. People putting in thousands of applications. That sounds unrealistic, or it would a few years ago. But this is the real reality, to the point we're numb to that. When we hear that, it's normal. It shouldn't be like that, but it is. You know, people have to jump through hoops and still not getting the call back. If you're brand new to the channel, man, I need you to smash the subscribe button if you want to see more of these videos. I need everybody tapped in, all of my family members, to thumbs up this video, give it a like so YouTube can push this content out. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know what to do. Drop comments below. Everybody engage in the comments. Let's have a good time. Let's go.
I have applied to so many jobs. It's so exhausting. Waking up every single morning and doing the same thing over and over and over again and not really getting anywhere, even though it's been this long. I know I'm qualified, but it makes me feel so less than. Like, I did everything that I was supposed to do. I went to college, I got my degree from a good school. It should not have to be this hard. Like, it makes me feel like I'm not good enough. Like, I have tried everything. Even jobs that I'm so qualified for, I'm not even getting. I see people who have literally a pea for a brain and they're making so much money and, you know, they don't do anything at work. I don't get it. The system sucks and it's not fair. It's fucking exhausting.
I could talk about this now because I've gotten past it, but the job market has been trash. And it's been trash every single time I've needed to look for a job. It took me 6 months to find the current job that I'm at. And what's crazy about that, it's not in any of the 2 degrees that I have, and I had no experience prior to what I'm doing now. But what was so frustrating during those 6 months of applying was the fact that I had the degrees, I had the experience, and I was qualified. And these jobs did not want to pay, first and foremost. And second of all, it's like all my credentials didn't matter. Or they were like ghost posting. So like jobs posting that they're hiring, but they're really not. But they just have the posting out there. And overall, it was just really frustrating. Last time I was applying for jobs, it took a little bit longer, but still at least like 6 months before I found anything. And back then I had like no experience. And even still with the experience I have now, 2 degrees, experience in both of the fields, was not able to find a job in those areas, or was not able to get a job in those areas. And honestly, during that time, I had to really figure out a game plan of what I'm going to do to not be put in that situation again. So really focusing on like business ventures and things to bring in money outside of working a 9-to-5. That's never really been what I've wanted to do per se, but having what jobs say that they want and them still not hiring you, or if they want to hire you, not willing to pay more than like 16 or 18 an hour. And y'all know that's not enough. That is not a living in today's economy by any means. But it really just showed me even more so. It just emphasized what I already knew, is to develop something for yourself and make it profitable. But it blows my mind every single time. Like, I got these degrees for what? I have this experience for what? I'm working for a contracting company right now. That's what I'm doing. That was nowhere on my board of expertise, but here I am. You know what? You figure out things and you make it work. But yeah, the job market's trash. Has always been trash, I feel like, since I've gotten out of college, but hopefully things will change in that area. But
Okay, so we seeing 6 months. A 6-month waiting span until she got a call. So that's progress. That's progress. Some people were waiting a year and a half, 2 years. That was almost normal. I don't know if, this is just her. I'm pretty sure it's a whole lot of people still waiting, but I'm saying that's good news. One person is moving along forward. We can keep this line moving.
Hey, TikTok. Hold on, I gotta connect y'all because y'all have got to hear this. Okay, so if y'all have been following my page for a while, then you know that your girl is unemployed. Yes. So I have been obviously applying to jobs like crazy. Long story short, my dad sent me a job posting this morning. It was for a marketing sales rep role, right? Great, right up my alley. I've been trying to get into marketing. Don't mind doing sales. Cool. So I put the application in this morning and I get a response from the recruiter within like 2 to 3 hours of submitting the application. I thought that was a green flag. So I'm like, okay, bet, like they really moving on this position. Let me call and see what they're talking about, what's the giving. Do you know that this lady said that the base salary for the role was between $25,000 and $35,000? And for all my non-mathematicians out there, that means that they would pay me a base salary of between $12 and $16 an hour. The amount of money that I could make, including commissions, isn't even what my base salary requirement is. Okay, she was telling me that the most I could make my first year is probably between 50 and 55K. And hear me out, I'm not shitting on anybody who is making that pay or less. By no means necessary. But if I'm telling you that's what my base pay requirement is, then baby, what are we doing on the phone? That wasn't even the kicker. The kicker is that it's a 3-round interview process. Okay, I don't know why you need somebody that stellar for 25K. And in the next interview, they wanted me to bring a presentation to the Zoom call, right? And in the presentation, I was supposed to find a business in my area that I would pitch one of their products to. Hold on, babes. So you mean to tell me that the most y'all gonna pay me salary for this role is $16 an hour? You want me to add to y'all's book of business by finding a local business in my area and how I would pitch your product to it before I get a job offer? No, and no. This is a message and a sign to anyone who's also in the job market right now. While we may be in need of a job, don't be out here taking in any and everything, because absolutely no. Between that experience and my most recent experience where I went through 5 interviews for them to internally hire someone, the job market is completely trash, like garbage right now.
I'm telling you, you got to know your self-worth, man. Know your self-worth. Don't let these jobs step all over you. Don't let them take advantage of you. It's going to be somebody that's going to do the job for sure, but let them be the one that burn out. If we're going to keep it all the way real, you rather it be them than you, because everybody being burnt out right now. It's people that's perishing for these jobs. Don't let that be you. You do not want to be one of them, especially for 16. You see what I'm saying? Because for 16, the work already not worth it. It's not worth it. Unless, because there is always a caveat. Let's talk about living frugally. Why don't nobody want to talk about that? Nobody want to talk about living frugal, a frugal lifestyle. Let's not live beyond our means. Let's take it back to the good old. Don't be trying to live like the Joneses. A lot of people make good money. It's not about what you earn. It's about what you keep. Nobody want to hear that, though. We don't want to talk about that, though. I'm going to just drop the seeds. I'm going to just sprinkle the seeds on everybody.
I just had the craziest job interview of all fucking time. Let me tell you about it. Okay, so I applied to be a maid because I need a job. I'm broke as fuck. I just need money. We've all been there. Maybe not, but I'm there right now. So I applied to be a maid. I get an email. Hey, you got an interview at 9. Come join us for an interview at 9. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll show up at 9 a.m. So today I get up, I get my clothes on, I drive out there, I show up at 9. I walk into this, place, this office building, this office, and there are like 10 other people there. And I'm like, what? Am I in the wrong place? And then it hits me. Oh, come join us, okay? So usually that would mean like, like the company, right? The corporation, come join us, right? Not like 10 other fucking people for an interview, right? But I'm already there, so I'm like, all right. I sit down, I say, what's up to everybody? Let's see what goes on here. Then for the next 45 minutes, she proceeds to do this. Hey, Janice, tell me about a time that you made a mistake and what you did to fix it. Okay. Or, is it okay to lie? And then everyone goes around and goes, no, it's not. And then I go, yeah, it is. Sometimes, someone asks you if they look bad, you don't say yes, right? Whatever. That type of thing for 45 minutes. But I'm getting angrier and angrier as time's going on because it's 9 a.m. I showed up. I'm here for an interview, and I'm listening to some lady I don't know tell us about some customer service she got, okay? Random questions. They don't even really matter. Then the craziest part happens. It gets to the end of the interview with all 10 of us. And she says, all right, do you guys have any questions? And I immediately, she actually knew from the look on my face I had a question. I said, yeah, how does the pay work? What's the hourly? And she said, oh, no, actually, questions like that are for the second interview. What? Wait, what? So then I push back. I go, okay, well, in the email that you sent, you said come talk about the best job ever, and now you're refusing to answer my question about the job. Can you not give me any information on that? And she's like, well, it's commission based. And I was like, okay, well, how does that work? She's like, I'm not going to answer that question today. It's like, what the fuck? So I walked out. I said, I don't want this job. And I walked out. And she was like, good, go. The level of delusion she had as well was crazy. Like, she thought she was like dropping gems on us when she was like, yeah, sometimes like it's okay to lie. Like, think about a surprise party. And these people, like, they can't actually be as dumb as they're playing to be. Because one of them was like, wow, you really just taught me something. It's like, you're 40 years old. They taught you something? How? How did you not know that sometimes you can go, yeah, don't tell Greg, there's a party. Oh, is there a party? Oh, I gotta tell the truth. Yeah. What? You thought you had to tell the truth? And these people, I feel bad for them, you know what I mean? Like, anyone willing to be treated like that, like, as soon as you show up for an interview that was not clearly a group interview, and it's a group interview, you should be pissed. You should be like, wait, what the fuck? And then, if someone refuses to explain how the pay structure works at a job, at an interview, you should be fucking fuming. Everyone should have gone, oh, yeah, I'm leaving immediately. You're obviously fucking insane. But yeah, I wanted to share that because I've never been so mind blown during an interview. And I've never actually walked out of an interview and gone like, I'm not working here. So, yep, fuck that place. I'm not going to put them on blast because this could get pretty viral perhaps. And I don't want to ruin her business, although she's a bitch. All right.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what it is about the commission-based jobs, but for some reason, they feel the need to kind of scam people. They got to kind of wiggle you in there. Like, they got to try to finesse you in there and tell you the littlest details and lie. It even comes down to the job might not be what they told you it was. And you get there, you're doing something completely different than you thought you were. So they have to try to trick people. Let's keep it simple. They got to try to trick people. They want to find somebody gullible that they could trick. And it's like they just it's so much shame in knowing that you are a recruiter of a commission-based job. It just eat them up on the inside. That's what it's doing. It's eating them up on the inside. I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but I mean, I see why. Don't nobody want to work no commission-based job. You got people messed up. You can't even tell them the truth. You got to try to lie to get them into the job. Go ahead and shut it down. Let's go ahead and try a different business practice. You know, commission-based businesses are pretty much dead. There's something called affiliate commission from being an affiliate. It's called affiliate commission. I get it. A lot of people get it on the internet. These jobs might as well try to do some marketing or run some ads so they could get it.
I'm venting about the job market. Hey, master's degree. I got it. It took me a year and a half to get this job. We've also been disillusioned to what a salary career looks like. And inflation has ruined getting higher paying jobs. I'm making more money now than I have ever made in my entire life. And when I was making less money, I could actually afford rent, my car, a pet, and actually have like $1,000 left to save over. I have nothing to save now. Rent for a 1-bedroom is basically starting out at 17. Car notes, interest rates are starting out at 5%. Making more money and simultaneously living so terribly. How does that make sense? They told me get a degree, get good grades, life will be paved in stone for you. I graduated top of my class twice. And I'm still fighting. It took me a year and a half to get this job. A year and a half. What's going on? What's happening? And I don't think people actually realize what a salary job is. It's basically hourly. Like a salary job is basically an hourly job, in my opinion. Because it's not like you can be like, oh, hey guys, I'm just taking off today and you get paid for that day. No, You just don't get paid. Shocker, you shouldn't be, but yeah, that's how it works. My first job out of college, I had unlimited PTO. I had work from home. And now I'm here, and I'm like, this is great, but I feel like I'm before, the steps before I even got my first big girl job. And I'm making good money. And I can't afford life. Someone give me a job, like a different one, please. And be gentle on the other people that don't have jobs. It's hard.
Yo, so the life lesson really for every single American that is struggling with getting a job right now, every single American that's making these TikTok videos, every single American becoming financially crippled right now, the life lesson should be never put your life dependency into one thing, into one thing, one man, one employer, one career path, because even career paths are disappearing right now. You always have to know how to maneuver through market changes, period. Even the job market changes. The job market is down. You got to know how to maneuver. You should have been saving. You should have had 6 months to 12 months worth of savings, right? You should have had that off the rip. You also should have had a side hustle going on because one job is too close to none. You got to have something else going for yourself too. Don't just depend on somebody else. Work for yourself too. You see what I'm saying? I've been building up businesses on my own and side hustles since I was 7 years old, since after both of my grandparents died. You know, one from my mom's side, one from my dad's side. Ever since then, I've been hustling on my own, and I've only had a job for 2 months out of that time in my whole life. You see what I'm saying? So people don't really think the way that I think, and that's okay. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. But now people understand what I've been telling them my whole life. The same people that were shunning me for working for myself are now asking for advice, or now at the same time are struggling or trying to figure out what to do. You see what I'm saying? I told you exactly what to do, and it's being shown exactly what to do. Depend on yourself for once. You are your greatest investment. And those are words from YT. Free game. Appreciate y'all.